Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2-Minute Warning. Hopefully, the music's playing in the background and you can hear my voice clearly. At least I hope so. Anyway, so good morning to those of you that showed up early. Keith Howard, Judicon, Cat Sith, just another red shirt. Hail, Mr. Shirt. Dad Man Walking 55, Gug Fugel. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Hello, Chrisman Mist. It's good to see you. Brightest Day, Guy Indoor. Ooh, howdy from Texas. I love Texas. Beautiful, beautiful place. The Anime Matsuri was just in Texas just a few days ago, I believe. Lots of attendance there. Yellow Flash, I guess, and I think many others. I know Steph from G&G was there. Pretty cool stuff. Good morning, Six and Carries. What's up, Keck44? All right, everyone, I'm going to get everything ready in the back. So hopefully it's a no boomer Monday, right, Eric K? All right, here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thank you for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. That's right, we have 6 minutes to try to get through a whole bunch of stories that I selected. And hopefully I don't, have a moment where I don't do well. Let's see what happens. Welcome each and every one of you to, hopefully, what is not a Boomer Monday. Okay, here we go, guys. First story. Global box office makes asymmetrical recovery from the global crisis, forecasters say, with return to 2019 levels not due until 2024. I actually think this is a little pessimistic, to be honest with you, and not because of the earnings are going to be fudged by any particular company, which may or may not have happened already this weekend, because of certain ways of reporting information. No. In fact, that's going to be the subject of a video today. I think actually because of rampant inflation, those levels will be there a little bit sooner than that. I would say probably sometime in the midst of 2023, maybe even earlier than that. Depends on if we have 5% inflation every quarter or higher. I guess we'll have to see. But there was a lot of excitement for the return to theaters for many patrons over the course of the last few months, and obviously we just had the biggest weekend ever. Moving on from that story, of course, we also have Disneyland's Jungle Cruise ride makeover has been unveiled. I know they wanted to keep this in line with the new film property that they're going to be releasing in theaters on July 30th called Jungle Cruise. Really creative. Of course, it doesn't contain any of the natives or the shrunken heads. To me, this is incredibly frustrating because this was one of the last untouched Walt Disney, attractions. You have to remember, Disney only had a hand in designing a certain number of things that were still left over from the original construction of Disneyland. This is pretty frustrating. I think it should be embarrassing for them to cave to what nobody was calling out about. This, again, if this was just in service of the movie, all they had to do was do a short overlay like they do for Haunted Mansion in the Halloween period of time. But no, that's not what they elected to do here. And so pieces of history like Trader Sam are lost to just a few videos at this point that you can find on YouTube. Anyway, moving on from there, the Federal Trade Commission signals a lengthier review of Amazon and MGM deal. Well, I wonder why. The current administration said they were going to get tougher on this. If you ask me, this could not have come soon enough. In fact, we need to be looking at ways to break up these megacorps because, hey, less competition means, less choice for consumers. And that's incredibly anti-capitalist, I should say. I mean, it's capital for them. Anyway, I just think it's going to be interesting that they're going to take a longer look at this. I'm glad that they are. I wish they would do this. I would have done this going back a decade now with these companies, because buying up your competition so that there is none, that's not fair trade. Moving on from there, VR growth opportunities were highlighted at the Cannes Film Festival. And look at these pod people. Kind of an interesting way to consume some kind of a product, though, right? And you can, essentially these chairs can change your experience in motion. You can have it appear like you're within a story rather than just being, on a flat screen somewhere or on a limited 3D. I think this is the future. I thought VR was the future for a long time in watching film. I think we're going to start to see more and more of this happen. We're now starting to see theaters that are more like boxes in some cases. Those things are starting to become more and more common. And the latest Black Widow film was actually being presented in a couple of those around the world. Moving from there, we also have Black Widow giving the Korean box office its best weekend of the year. Again, I'm going to cover a bit about Black Widow today, but probably not what they want me to cover. Like its box office numbers. I'm going to cover some other information that I don't think anybody's thinking critically about. Well, a few people, but we'll see. And from that, we move on to China going to be reining in U.S. IPOs by their entertainment companies. And so you see that on both sides of the ocean, two countries are starting to take a closer look at how businesses are, being launched and or invested in and or their ability to purchase each other. This, of course, comes on the heels of the ride-sharing venture Didi being essentially halted by China for trade on the U.S. stock exchange for a lot of reasons, including a security concern that they had. I don't know. We'll have to see where this falls, but China's cracking the whip. And finally, Vox Politico journalists are launching a separate DC media company with $10 million in UAE backing. Well, at least they found some other suckers to invest in something that'll fail in the next 5 years. And moving on from that, TikTok's Chinese parent shelves IPO plans for their product, which again feeds right into the story we had before. Don't forget to check out Midnight's Edge in the morning, which is questioning more about Black Widow and whether or not it's a smash hit. Thanks for joining us here this morning. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.